Good day, my name is Usha Devi, daughter of Ravi, metric number A18A1180. So today I would like to discuss about this research study which entitled The Effect of COVID-19 Pandemic Towards Online Consumer Purchasing Behavior in Seremban Negeri Sembilan. Starting off with the abstract of the study. So as you can see, in today's daily life, online purchasing has become a new norm, especially during COVID-19 pandemic. So this study is mainly focused on the effect of COVID-19 pandemic towards online consumer purchasing behavior. There will be objectives in this study. So it is to study the relationship between independent variables and dependent variables. So these variables will be discussed later on. There will be questionnaire designed through Google Form, and it was distributed to 384 respondents randomly picked from Seremban Negeri Sembilan. So questionnaires was designed to collect data from these respondents, and it was analyzed. Through descriptive analysis, reliability analysis, and Pearson correlation analysis. These analyses were used from SPSS version 25. So moving on to the introduction. Consumers in Malaysia are increasingly turning themselves to purchase online. So according to some researchers, 80% of Malaysians purchase a product or services through online platform. So Malaysian government has recently introduced Shop Malaysia Online. It is an effort under Penjana, and it is to accelerate or increase the expansion of the digital economy digitalization. According to MCMC, which is Malaysian Communication and Multimedia Commission, in the year of 2017, online shopping was at the 11th rank among the top 15 variables of Malaysian accessing to internet. The practice of purchasing items and services through the internet is refers to as an online purchase decision, or also known as online purchasing behavior. With the emerge of COVID-19 pandemic, this change in buyer behavior has increased, and leading companies to reach out even to their most committed brick or mortar customers to the digital world. Next, I will move on to conceptual framework. So it is to show the independent variables and dependent variable of this research study. So dependent variables, there will be three dependent variables, which is purchasing demand, packaging quality, and e-payment method. And this will be affected in the dependent variable, which is the effect of COVID-19 pandemic towards online consumer purchasing behavior. So as I told previously, there will be objective in this research study, and it is to study the relationship between purchasing demand with online consumer purchasing behavior. And the second is to study the relationship between packaging quality with online consumer purchasing behavior. And the third is to study the relationship between e-payment method with online consumer purchasing behavior. Next, I will move on to the research method. So there are some methods used to collect data, to analyze data in this study. So the data collection method used is questionnaire, as I told previously. So questionnaire was distributed to 384 respondents, which is the sample size of this whole research study. It is because the study population in Seremban Negeri Sembilan was 314,502. It is according to official portal of Seremban City Council. So yes, questionnaire was created, and it was distributed. So in questionnaire, there were three parts, which is part A, part B, and part C. So part A is mainly on respondents' demographic segmentation, which the question will based on age, income, their occupations, and so on. The part B will be based on a dependent variable, which is online consumer purchasing behavior. The part C will be on independent variable, which will be asked questions on purchasing demand, packaging quality, and e-payment method. So these questions will be conducted in Likert scale, which respondents will be asked whether they disagree, strongly disagree, or they are neutral with the questions. Next, moving on to data analysis. So the data collected from the respondents is later on analyzed in three different methods, which is descriptive analysis, reliability analysis, and Pearson correlation analysis. So as you can see in table 1, it shows the descriptive analysis. It is to see the mean and standard deviation of the variables. In table 2, reliability analysis is shown. So it is to see the Cronberg alpha value and the strength of these variables. So in this study, Cronberg alpha was everything was more than 0.9, and the strength of these variables were excellent. In this study, Pearson correlation were used, but before that, normality tests were tested in order to see which analysis suits this study. So according to normality test, it was normal. So Pearson correlation analysis was selected because it suits well. It is the proper analysis to analyze this data. So according to Pearson correlation, the significant value should be less than 0.05 in order to accept the hypothesis. So in this case, the significant value of these variables were all 0.00 and the hypothesis were accepted. So the correlation value were all more than zero point 0.8, and the correlation relationship between independent variable and dependent variable were very strong. So finally, the conclusion. Based on this research study, we can see that consumers in Seremban Negeri Sembilan who purchase online to purchase their goods and services are actually aware of the effect on their purchasing behavior, especially during this pandemic. So they are also really concerned about the e-payment method, their packaging quality of their purchased products and services, which leads them to increase in demand. Thank you.